Hi.
Hi, I'm Breanne.
Sarah, nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you,
Come
Sarah.
on in.
May I take a seat?
Yes, please do.
Thank you. How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing well. How's Jenny doing?
She's great. She was in last week.
good.
Yeah, I worked with her forever and just became friends. So when she insisted that I take a meeting with you guys, I couldn't
Yes.
say no.
I cannot thank her enough for setting up this meeting. I haven't seen her in a while because of this crazy snow and
I
weather.
know. Thank God we dodged it yesterday.
I know. I'm so happy it didn't snow. Just before we begin, I'd just like to give you my business card in case if you have any questions.
Thank you.
afterwards. You have my contact information. Is it okay if I take notes during this meeting?
Yeah, that's fine.
And Jenny mentioned that we had 10 minutes. Is that still correct?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Okay. Is there anybody else who would be joining our discussion today?
I'm the only one in the office today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we begin, I'd just like to set a brief agenda,
Okay.
since we do have only 10 minutes, to tell you a little bit about EMC and ask a few questions about your current IT system, and then hopefully I can tell you about our wonderful product.
Great.
Okay, so EMC is a large company that works with all size companies, medium to small, and also Fortune 500 and other large companies.
Okay.
We help them protect, store, and manage their data.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound something that...
Yeah, it's so interesting because I was so hesitant to take a meeting with you
Yeah.
guys because I always had this vision that you were this huge company who really only helped large companies. Every time you're in the newspaper, it's EMC helps Fortune 500 company do this. So I didn't even think that there was, you guys had something in the market for us.
Well, I'm a small to medium-sized specialist for businesses, so I work specifically with businesses about your size,
Okay.
just a little bit bigger.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. So what is your current IT system like?
So right now we're storing all of our data on direct attached storage, so right on the servers themselves. It's how we've been doing it for ever since we started the credit union. We've upgraded over time, but really the same roots, always using direct attached storage. So as we grow, we tend to just add a server just to accommodate for any growth that we do see. I know it's not the best and the most up-to-date technology out there. However, it's what we're comfortable with. It's affordable. So that's where we stand.
And do all of your employees know how to use it, and is it easy to use for you guys?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I train them on it, but and there are a couple different touch points because every server is managed individually, so it's
Okay.
training them on all the different servers. But they're comfortable for the most part. I have a team of 3 that I work with, so luckily, if somebody doesn't know how, between the 3 of us, we can
Yeah.
figure it out.
Okay. And how do you maintain your servers if one crashes or if there's a virus in one, or just
Yeah, it's tough. So whether there be downtime or any issue in the IT department as a whole, it would pull me away from my personal life. I think it's really important to have such a strong work-life balance, and if I'm at a sporting event or spending time with my family, it's not ideal to be pulled away from that situation.
Yeah.
However, it's business, and I can't let our end users suffer. Ultimately, the customers are the most important factor in what we do, so I want to make sure that they're pleased. Online banking is the biggest trend in our industry, so I want to make sure that their data is readily available to them, and if our infrastructure is down, unfortunately, that can't happen.
So you just said that you would at times get pulled away from your personal life. If you were to be pulled away during the business hours, what would you be spending that time doing instead of upkeeping your system?
Oh, sure. So I'm not sure if Ginny told you, but we're expanding to Hopkinton. Yep. So we're opening a new branch, which is really exciting for the business as a whole.
Yep.
However, a lot more on our shoulders to figure out, how we're going to allocate resources, how we're going to get an infrastructure up and running. So those are all things that we need to take into account. And if I'm putting out fires in the IT department, unfortunately, I can't strategize and put that roadmap in place.
Okay. How do you share your data between computers or other servers?
So it's probably, again, not the most up-to-date system. However, we are able to do it. It's all within the network. It's, I'm sure working at EMC, you're able to take your work home and access the network from home. However, that's not something that we're able to do. We have to be in-house to be able to access the company's network.
Now, you mentioned you were expanding. How does your current IT system support your goals for, say, the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, so that's something that we're struggling right now is we desperately need a roadmap. So for the time being, our Band-Aid fix is to add a server as we continue to grow. However, we know that long-term that's not going to be an effective solution. So that's something that we need to work on as a roadmap.
Okay. So on the weekends when you come in, is that considered overtime?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm assuming your company then pays time and a half for that?
I would hope so, no, but I'm a salaried employee.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like you want a product that could help you save time outside of work and during your workday and get you back to spending time with your family.
Yeah.
And it also sounds like that since you are expanding, you want to have a good, solid plan for your new IT system. Is that correct?
That's the goal, yeah.
Okay. And you would like to be able to share data more easily, whether you're in the office or at home. Is that correct?
Yeah, just so that we have access to it, our end users always have access to it. That's definitely important.
Okay, so I would like to tell you about our product, which is the VNXE. It is a cloud, it works on the cloud, meaning that you can share your data from every computer, from this location, from your new location, even at home. Does that sound something like you'd be interested in?
I mean, it definitely sounds ideal. I'll be honest with you, I have no decision-making power.
Okay, that's fine. So, would a meeting with your bosses be something that you would be interested in? So I can bring in an IT guy and we can talk more about the new system?
Yeah, I think that would probably be helpful. I mean, what you're saying definitely sounds interesting, so definitely
Okay.
worth taking a look at.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about next Tuesday at 2 p.m.? Does that work for you?
Yeah, I think I'll check the schedules and I'm pretty
Okay.
sure that would work.
Okay,
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.